I welcome all of you to my English class. Today we will learn the poem Alexander Selkirk, stanza 5 and 6. Let's come. Loneliness is certainly a curse. Living without friends makes life like a hell. It is very painful. So, man is a rational animal. Human beings likes to live in the society. The painful experience the sailor Alexander Selkirk expressed in this poem. Here you listen stanza 5. How fleet is a glass of mind compared with the speed of its flight. The tempest itself lag behind, and the sweet winged arrows of light. When I think of my own native land, in a moment I seem to be there. But alas, recollection at hand soon hurries me back to despair. How fleet is a glass of mind. Fleet means quick. Glance of mind means quick look. Here, the Selkirk or the owner or the seller, he wonders how the human mind moves faster than the wind and light. How the human mind moves faster than wind and light. Fleet means quick. The tempest itself lag behind, and swift winged arrows of light. The tempest. Tempest means storm. Tempest means storm. And swift winged arrows of light. Swift wings of arrows of light. Same thing. Making the comparison, the tempest, storm, and the light, storm, and the light is comparable with the glass of mind, and human minds moves very faster than wind and light. Swift winged arrows of light, that means moves very speedily. Glass of mind means very quick look. Human mind moves very fast, and the tempest with the tempest and the light will never comparable with the glass of mind. So human mind is very fast. When I think of my own native land, in a moment I seem to be there. Again, the tempest itself lag behind, and the sweet winged arrows of light moves very fast, and mind also moves very fast. And light and tempest will never comparable with the glance of mind. We know our own words and the stone. If you will throw the stone to someone, it will never come back. Like also our own words will never come back. It may be touched to heart of everybody, or it may be hurt to anyone. So also the tempest itself lag behind, and sweet wings arrows of light. When I think of my native land, in a moment I seem to be there. In a moment, I seem to be there. When I think of my own native land, when I remember my native place, my birthplace, in a moment, in a few seconds, in a moment, I seem to be there. I feel that I am is present there. But alas, but alas, recollection at hand. Alas is introduction words. That means sudden emotion of sorrows. Sudden emotion of sorrows. And recollection means remember. Remember. And at hand means now. Soon hurries me back to despair. When he thinks of his native land, he feels as if he is there in a moment. But when he thinks of his present state, his heart is filled with despair. His heart is filled with despair. Again, when I think of my native land, in a moment I seem to be there. When he thinks his native land, he feels as if he is there in a moment. But when he thinks of his present state, his heart is filled with despair. But alas, sorrowness, expression of sorrowness, recollection, he remembers, now he remembers with sorrows and feels his heart is filled with despair. This is all about stanza 5. Again you repeat, he wonders how the human mind moves very faster than wind and light. When he thinks of his native land, he feels as if he is there in a moment. But when he thinks of his present state, his heart is filled with despair. But the she-fowl is gone to her nest, the beast is laid down in his lair. Even here is a season of rest, and I to my cabin repair. There is mercy in every place, and mercy, encouraging thought, gives even affliction a grace, and reconciles man to his lot. In 6th stanza, but the she-fowl is gone to her nest. She-fowl means a large sea bird. A large sea bird. Now, the she-fowl, the sea-birds, and the beast means animals. Birds take rest in the nest, and beast, that means animals, take rest in his lair or den. Lair means den, resting place. The seabirds and animals of the island has gone to their place of rest when evening comes, when evening approaches. Even here is a season of rest, and I to my cabin repair. The sea-fowl and beast has gone for rest, and Alexander Selkirk, I means Alexander Selkirk. Alexander Selkirk also goes to his cabin. That means the place where he usually take rest. Cabin repair. There is mercy in every place, and mercy encouraging thought. That means peace and silence is there. Peace and silence is everywhere. And that peace and silence is encouraging to my thoughts. There is mercy in every place, and mercy encouraging thought gives even affliction a grace, and reconciles man to his lot. Application means distress or sorrows. Reconciles means compromise or receive. Lot means fortune. Lot means fortune. He realizes, that means Alexander Selkirk, the sailor, he realizes the God is omnipresent and there is His mercy everywhere. God is omnipresent and omniscient. By His God's mercy is everywhere. The God's mercy is prevailing everywhere. God is omnipresent. So He consigns to His fate. Lot means fate. He consigns. He has to compromise. He has to receive. That means the Selkirk realized that God is omnipresent and there is His mercy everywhere. So Selkirk reconciles his fate. That means everyone has to compromise with his fate. He reconciles to his fate. That's all about the poem. Thank you.